To build or to buy? That is the question. And of course, change. I had to make noise. To build or to buy. What I mean by that is if you want to build a computer or buy a computer. There are pros and cons to both, of course. Building a computer. I mean, this is going to be a short topic tonight. Building a computer. Pros would be, of course, you get to decide what you want in your computer to the exact T and dot of an I. You choose every part that goes into your machine. If you want a monitor, you can get that as well, but as far as the computer itself is concerned, you can decide how much memory is in it, how fast a video card, and how much video and RAM, how big of a hard drive, etc., 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 and you can even go down to buy the brand of each part of your preference. So building your own computer, you really have a lot of options for that. Where I'll get to that in a minute. Another thing is you can also decide how expandable you want your computer to be, meaning how upgradable will it be. So if down the road you want to add more memory to it, you can. You want to add an expansion card to it, you can. It's basically all the way up to your choice. You can decide what your computer looks like. You can have a clear, pretty blue side panel like I've got. You can have blue lights, red lights, green lights, white lights, multiple colors, blinky lights, no lights at all. It's big computer, tiny computer, anything you want. Another pro to building your own machine is, of course, just the fun and excitement of doing it. You learn a lot from doing that, and you also learn a lot from troubleshooting in case you have issues. So it is a good learning experience. If you're somebody who's afraid of electronics, probably not a good choice for you unless you have somebody else who's got good expertise on it. Let's see. Pricing for building your own computer is basically whatever you want to spend on it. It can be a $500 machine. It could be a $3,000 machine. It's whatever you want. Cons. The big con is the fact that you have a varied amount of warranty on it. Most parts you buy for a computer will have a warranty. However, each part's warranty is going to be different. The hard drive might have a 3-year warranty, but the motherboard might only have a 1-year warranty. And whereas the processor you buy, if it's an OEM, may have no warranty at all. So it really kind of depends on that. And the other thing along the lines with that is for troubleshooting, you're on your own. You don't have a support number you can call unless you have some expert that knows a lot about that kind of stuff. Yes, that's the sound of a disruption. But yeah, you need an expert to probably work on a computer that's been built, because you don't have tech support to call in most cases. Now, however, if you do have the specific part track down that you have problems with, then you can probably call the manufacturer of that specific part. But again, still not the most user-friendly thing, so that's where it really comes to. If you have your own computer that you put together yourself, that you learn some stuff about, and that's not a bad thing. You do learn a lot, but at the same time, if you get stuck, hopefully there's somebody else you can reach out to help you. You could also, kind of sidetracking a little bit, you can also go to news groups or forums and things like that, where you can publicly ask questions to the world, and generally you'll get answers. However, you got to be careful on some of those, because some people will start flaming you for no reason at all. I've been there and done that before. Um, so there's building your own computer, but and me, of course, myself, that's what I enjoy to do. That's what I am always going to lean towards, I think, from here on out. Buying your own computer. If you're buying the Walmart special on Black Friday, probably buying your own computer is going to be better for you. However, if you're buying a cheap computer like that, don't anticipate it to last very long. Don't anticipate it to keep up with your needs for very long. Unless you hardly ever use your computer at all. But otherwise, yeah. But buying your own computer, you can get a warranty with it. Normally it's like a year standard warranty for everything, tech support, etc., etc., etc. Building your computer can be more cost effective depending on the situation. But like I said, if you're going with the Walmart special, then that's probably the best deal because it's cheap and probably comes with more than just the computer. Let's see. The cons with buying your computer is, of course, there's going to always be something that's a shortfall on it, something that's lacking on it that you should have had. And if you would have built your own computer, you could have chosen exactly what you wanted, whereas you buy a computer, in most cases, you can't. Computers that you buy sometimes are also a little harder to work on because they're a little more proprietary, which means it's a word that's designed for just their use or just for their certain parts and no one else's. Like if a motherboard goes bad and you have a Dell, it's going to be a lot harder to and more expensive to replace that motherboard than if you have built your own computer, and you can replace the motherboard for between $50 and $100 in most cases, unless you have a really high-end motherboard. But yeah. So, and then also if you buy your own computer, it's already put together for you, it's set up, ready to go, you plug it in, turn it on, put in your name, etc., you're good. But like I said, when you build your own computer, you can configure things exactly how you want it. If you don't want all the junk software that comes with your new computer, building it would probably be the best choice, because then you install Windows or Linux or whatever you happen to put on it, and you put on the programs you want, and that's it. And you won't have all the free junk that it comes with, so it won't be slow out of the box, because you have exactly what you want. But that's just my thoughts. I've just always been the kind of person to have your own computer built as opposed to buying one. But some people would find it more convenient to buy one, or don't know somebody that knows how to build them, or too afraid to mess with something like that. It's complicated. Building your computer, if done right, can oftentimes last a lot longer than buying one too, because you can upgrade it infinitely almost to a point. There's a point where you can rebuild it, but you can basically use the same shell of it again, and you can still probably transfer a few parts over into the new machine depending on your needs. So it can save you money in some ways. In some ways it can cost you more. It really depends on what you do, what you get, what you build. But yeah, anyway, I think that's enough entertainment for tonight. And my quote of the day is you got to get to where to get to going, because if you don't get to where to get to going, you got to get to going. Okay, that's my quote of the day, and I'm going to end this by saying that I am Nerd Ngong, and I approve this message. And no, I'm not running for president or governor or anything like that. But that was what I was going to say on my last video and forgot to. So anyway, I approve this message. Bye bye.